Well, the best chance to see a little bit of sun is going to come early on today. You can see we've got a little bit of clearing in southern Wisconsin, but cloud cover is set to roll back in for the second half of our day. Starting off with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s at 38 degrees right now in Madison. Getting a little cooler as you head into central Wisconsin. Highs today all land just a couple degrees below average for this time of year. We're talking about highs today in the low 50s, and if you're along that very western edge of the state where we'll get a little bit more cloud cover, just those mid to upper 40s. Now, this cloud cover is moving in because of this trough, this low pressure system, and what that means is that there isn't a ton of pressure, so air is able to rise, and that's where that cloud cover comes from. And we've got a little bit of moisture, so that's going to allow for a few showers and sprinkles. Luckily, those are going to hold off until a little bit later on this evening, so if you've got trick-or-treating plans, if you go on the earlier side, you should be just fine in terms of avoiding those raindrops. Taking a look at timing this out with our future track, you can see again some clearer skies to start off the day, but even as we get into your lunch hour, a few clouds and a few sprinkles build into southwestern Wisconsin. I'm not expecting too much of that to make it to the ground. I'm more looking at that rain chance for the second half of our day. 4 p.m., like I said, probably your best bet to get out trick-or-treating without seeing any of those raindrops. And even once they do start a few hours later, closer to 7 o'clock, you can see some of us will stay on that drier side. And where we've got that really light green, those are just a few sprinkles falling. So those wouldn't be too impactful to your trick-or-treating if you're going to be out into those later evening hours. That chance for a few showers and sprinkles does continue into early Saturday morning. By the time that we're waking up tomorrow, we could even still be seeing a few rain showers south of Columbia and Sauk County. But those continue to make their way out of the state of Wisconsin by around mid-morning. A lot of us are drying up. So second half of your Saturday going to be a lot drier. And in terms of rainfall totals, a lot of us are really just looking at a 1/10 of an inch or a little bit more along the Illinois state line in that very southwestern corner like Monroe and Platteville, not even getting to that 1/10 of an inch mark. So overall, rainfall is going to stay fairly light. Temperatures as you're heading out going to be in those low 50s by 4 p.m. if you really want to make sure you avoid any chances for rain. But then by 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, those temperatures are decreasing pretty quickly. We're falling back down through those 40s. Now, if Halloween isn't really your thing, there's still a good reason to love this weekend, and it's because clocks are turning back. We're falling back Saturday night into Sunday. Don't forget to set those clocks back before you head to bed Saturday night. And who doesn't love an extra hour of sleep? What that does mean, though, sunset times happening a little bit earlier. Sunset tomorrow night will be at 5:49 p.m., and then we get that sub 5 p.m. sunset come Sunday night. Temperatures throughout the weekend also going to be a little bit cool for Saturday, only reaching a high of 47 degrees tomorrow, but we do start to see those temperatures warm back up to above average high temperatures for the first half of your next work week, getting back into those upper 50s. Stay with us. Jake has more news after the break.